Hello Libras and welcome to your November 2023 reading. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. Here the way it comes out, the first card is an Ace of Wands in reverse, and that speaks of a potential that is either inaccessible or did not become, stay the potential in the air, we can't grasp it and bring it down, but we're conscious of it, okay? And then after this month I have the Six of Swords. So this speaks of Libras that have this seed that could have, and that now they have to turn the page on. And this is what you're doing. And at the end of the month, I have the Three of Pentacles. So at the end of the month, you have this new vision of what you want your life to look like. Okay? So it's that transition thing. Under the Ace of Wands in reverse, I have a Knight of Cup in reverse and a Page of Cup. So it's like if it was at the level of the page, so maybe a potential of something that would have been loving, interesting, but it wasn't being held in the heart. It was just on the level of the page. The potential of it, anyway, it wasn't able to be taken and carried. Okay, let's call it like that. Weren't able to take that possible cup, that cup that was offered. The fire wasn't there to be able to take it and carry it. Under the Six of Swords, the turning the page, forgiving card, I have the Page of Wands in reverse. So it's kind of a repeat of that wand, a potential that cannot be. And under that I have the Sun. So it's kind of at one point this month it's going to become very clear and very obvious, and that is what is going to allow you to say, okay, I'm moving away from this because it is affecting me emotionally. I'm going to keep the wisdom of it, but I'm not remaining there, and it's going to become very clear. And that's why up there we're at the Three of Pentacles. We're ready to build again. We are going to heal from the from a Six of Pentacles in reverse. So that means it, even though it had the potential, it wasn't received. Okay, but we finished the month with the Arising, Open, Three of Pentacles. I'm still healing. I'm healing from that thing that wasn't balanced, and I'm looking forward. So the month of November for you Libras is kind of a transition, healing, and starting again. Let's clarify that. So of course this speaks of, for the ones of you that have this potential lingering within you, but that just cannot be, okay? And when I say that, it can be like a promise, it can be an idea, a business idea, or a friendship, or, it can be all sorts of things, but it cannot be carried. Let's see, what is that Ace of Wands in reverse? Maybe it's just not the good timing for it. What is that? But anyway, it's going to become obvious for you. Why? That's why it's going to allow you to be able to move away from it more easily. Okay, what is that? Ooh. Okay, I have Strength in reverse and the Death in reverse. So here, and 6 of Swords. So it's something that you weren't able to turn the page on. You weren't able to let die. Maybe your lion really was holding on to it. Your higher self there wasn't able to tell you the big picture of it or why all of this. So there was like this hanging on. Let's look at the Knight of Cup in reverse. Why is the Knight of Cup in reverse? Sometimes it's, you know, hoping on something. And at one point you're like, oh my God, it will never come. Yeah. You're seeing it at the beginning of the month. You can see it clearly. And all of the anxiety of a potential, that when we're waiting for something, there's nothing worse, because we're pouring in so much hope and energy in it. But here it's like ice really, and it creates, oh my God, how is it gonna happen, and so on. So here there's a beautiful acceptance that is happening for you, Libra. Let's look at that Page of Cup. What is that Page of Cup? Oh, okay. 10 of Wands in reverse, but we had a bit of this guy. Hangman, the World in reverse. So it was Hangman and the 9 of Pentacles. So it wasn't able to be carried. It wasn't able to be invested in. Hangman blocks all of it. And probably because it still had reminiscence of an old karma dynamic. It still had limiting beliefs, or it would have created a codependency, or it would have created something of Saturn here. And it's like, no, we gotta finish this. So probably as you are going to turn the page, you're going to be able to finish that cycle. Let's look at, here, I'm going to put him back. Let's look at the 6 of, Wheel of Fortune on that damn Page of Cup. Okay? So here, the moment you turn the page, you forgive, you move on, you remove yourself from the situation. That's when things, the Wheel of Fortune turns. That's where, you know, maybe you were offering something and it wasn't received or whatever. But the moment that you're like, you know what? I'm not digging in that dry mine anymore. Or I'm not hoping and waiting to have something happening with this anymore. Let's look at the Page of Wands in reverse. So you're not, you know, I'm not enthusiastic about it anymore. I'm not offering it. I'm not embarking on that new path. Okay, it's not just I don't have any, I'm not jumping into it. Here, I'm not investing into it. And the Pope, I'm not even blessing it. Okay, it's all in reverse. Let's see what the Sun is. I think you're gonna see clearly how it wasn't investable. You couldn't rely on it. And the Pope in reverse, that's when it comes to the discernment of Jupiter, it's not so great. Okay? When it comes to the moral compass, it's not so great either. So maybe you're going to see clearly, here, show me the Sun. But what that potential was all about. Ooh, maybe you're going to see clearly the illusions, the projections. You're going to see clearly the Sun on the fog. What does the Sun do on the fog? It clears the fog. It clears the mirrors and lights and the projections. I can see clearly the thief in the night. So it's a blessing in disguise here. And here, for this, I have this, and I have 4 of Pentacles. I'm not holding on to that thing anymore. I'm going to start building new, and I know exactly what I want to build. So you're turning around on the dime, because, man, you get it, and you're going to start being in action on it. Let's look at what do you see coming? 3 of... I see coming even more clarity. So ultimately, this is a real clarity on the situation, Libra. And you're turning around on it. You don't trust it. You see clearly what it is. So it's a huge clarity, but you're not just reminiscing on it. You're like, oh my God, I see exactly what it is, and I'm turning my back on it. And that is what is actually going to allow you to truly end a cycle. So it's like no more waiting, no more, I'm going to call this seeing the truth. So, because that is what is going to allow you to let the situation die. Seeing the truth. That's going to be the title of your video. Yeah, and you get even more clarity at the end of the month. It just keeps on giving. So, on this, my beautiful Libras, I am sending you all my love and light for the month of November. May the truth prevail. May the light prevail. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, you know how to do it. You go in the bottom, there's a website. Everything is easy on it. I will never put my phone number in the comment section, and it will never ask somebody to call. That's a scam, okay? And also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on the new moons and full moons, I ask the universe to give you back in the shape that is the best suited for your path, your blooming, your growth, all of it. So on this, namaste, and I'll see you next month.